I am going to take everything that you sell. Even the sea pickles. I want to steal his llamas, but I also don't want his llamas to spit at me. Well, that could have gone better. Eat pufferfish. That's more like it. Right, you're coming with me. Yay. The llama council cometh. How many cows did he have to kill to get that? How's our melon lord friend? He is a very happy melon. Melon. The melon lord has a shop now? What have we got here? Oh, there's a surprise. Holly melons? Right, so this episode I'm going to build a super smelter because we need a way to get lots of stone from the cobble generator. And I was going to build it here, but really it's not ideal because we need to fit it all into a chunk. That's why I've got chunk borders showing. The other place that I thought of that would have been ideal is the wood farm. And I was hoping to have it somewhere on the left or right of the wood farm so that I can make some charcoal. But there's nowhere really to squeeze it in. So stone generator it is. First step is to mine out where it's going to be located. That's done, so let's light stuff up so that we can see what we're doing. I'm going to make this into a 16 furnace smelter. And I'm actually just winging it. I don't have a design. So, who knows if this is going to work. The output chest is going to be here, so we're going to have hoppers running in a line toward that direction. So, shift clicking hoppers. That's that done, so all of the hoppers are pointing towards the chest that's going at the end here. Let's make a double chest. And I'm going to have hoppers pointing into the back to let the fuel go in. Right, now we need a bunch of hoppers that are facing towards this wall here. So I'm going to shift click hoppers facing this way, like that. And now we need an input row for the smeltable items. So we're going to place hoppers going down on top of all of these furnaces. There we go, that's done. And then same as that lower layer there, we're just going to have a row of hoppers going towards the wall. Boop. So we're going to need some more hoppers here and here. And then we're going to place some double chests on top of those. So a double chest on top like that. That's for the input. That's where the items are going to go into. And now we're going to need a way to get the fuel in, so might have to kind of crisscross the chest a little bit. If I build over this way. Yeah. Something like that, that should do. Now over at this far end we're going to need a way to lock the hoppers and unlock them once all of the items get to the end. So to detect when an item flows all the way to the end, I'm going to put comparators at the end of these hoppers. And then if I do something like this, redstone torch on there, the redstone torch is going to power the hoppers to lock them. It'll lock the lower hoppers at least anyway, so that the top hoppers can keep the items flowing through. Then we're going to have a redstone line powered by the redstone torch. At least I think this is how the super basic ones work. Ah, wait, that's a bit of a problem. Because, yeah, the redstone line isn't powered all the way to the end, so items are just going to flow straight into the furnace. I wouldn't say that's too much of a problem, it just means that one smelter's going to get completely full before all of the other ones can even start getting items. My mind is telling me that I should have made this shorter, but we're just going to go for it. We're just going to build it this way anyway. And this side should theoretically work exactly the same as the fuel input does. So we just need to mirror what we did down there. We are going to run redstone dust all the way along here, and unfortunately it won't power the end one. But like I said, we're just going to go ahead with this anyway. Yeah, I think it should all work now. I'm just going to tweak the way that these are laid out, so basically we're going to bring the chests up at the top closer towards us. Because it'll be flush with the wall, and I think it'll look neater that way. There we go, all I had to do was just add a couple of hoppers underneath. And we are good to go now, I think. The chest at the top is the item input, and the chest below it here is the fuel input. So let's put some fuel in and we'll test it out. Yep, there we go. Said this would happen once the first furnace is completely full. Yep. Oh. Right. I might need to mess around with the repeater timings. This is so weird, it just doesn't make any sense. So one's got fuel in it and one's got logs in it. Ah, I am baffled, I'm bewildered. I have no idea why this is happening. Well, that's better, but one of them still isn't working. Come on, third time lucky. Oh, come on. Alright, I've got it working almost flawlessly. We've changed the repeaters to 1 tick and occasionally one doesn't work. It's time to get us a bunch of smooth stone. Oh, come on lag, don't do this to me. If I happen to time out, the whole farm would break. Michael is on design duty again, so I'm just going to AFK up here and get a load of stone. Brief tour of the farming area, that's our portal to get here. And then this is the output of the netherwood farm. And if we come up here, we've got the netherwood farm itself, the TNT one that I designed. Then we have the skelly grinder. What are you doing? Then we have the skelly grinder output, and that's where all the bones and junk go. We've got these for composting the stems from this farm. Then the overworld wood farm storage. And then around the corner we have our beacon that we got last episode. We've got a little storage area there. A little workman's bed. The new smelter. And we now have a water elevator to get up and down to the basalt cobble farm. And then this is the cobble basalt collection room. So, yeah, everything down here is working really well. And I really do appreciate Michael's design work. It's scheming time. What are we going to do next? I think we should do an ocean monument raid. It would help if I did this. Testing, 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 testing. Placing anvil. Anvil loud. Ow. Alright, Michael, say something.
I will say something after something.
Cool. Andrew, say something. Alright, is there an island for us to put our stuff on?
No!
Good start.
You're building it off kelp.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Kelp.
Thank you for your support. By the way, you might want to set your spawn.
Oh, have you just jumped in?
Yeah?
Alright.
I'm ready.
Breathing yet.
Oh, I didn't mean to put it that high, never mind. Oh, crap. Oh, I just realised, you know, I'm really, really dumb. I didn't take my water breathing.
Neither have I.
Alright, get ready. Kaboom. Yeah.
Oh. Right, let's go.
Egg. Sweet, that's one down.
Ignore that I picked up an Elder Guardian head. And let's just carry
you what? That's mine. I'll tell you what, I'll let you two kill the other two.
I killed one.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
GG.
Okay.
Yeah, where is he?
I killed him.
Oh.
Well, that was easy. I've still got 2 minutes. 2 minutes of water breathing and 3.5 minutes of
Yeah, I got 2 minutes.
mining fatigue, so can you mine yet?
No.
Decent. Guardian Head. I haven't really done any hardcore build projects this season yet, but it's been in the works for a long time, and I think we're going to have a port, or a dock, marina, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to have the dock house here, which is going to be kind of an archway through into the town of the plutocracy of Shroom. So I'm going to design something in creative, and I didn't mean to do that. I didn't do it! I'm sorry! What I was going to say before I punched that llama is that I was going to design a building in creative and then use a schematic to build it. So why am I using a schematic? It's because often we do disagree on what we want to build here on the plutocracy of Shroom, and planning is extremely important. So that is our main reason for doing this. And I designed this and we all agreed that it looked good, so now I'm building it. That is the dock house finished. Now I'm going to build a ship. So I have spent a very long time planning out this ship, and I've got a schematic of it just to make things a bit easier because it is a big build. But yeah, we're going to be building this, and we're going to build a harbour that kind of extends out from here toward the sea. I've placed these logs as a general marker for it. Andrew the Magic Man is floating. How is he doing this? I am not sure. He must be a wizard. Oh, he's gone. Well then. Oh, he's back again, and he's still floating. Okay, so I-39 paid me a visit at my island because he saw that I was starting to work on a ship. Then he invited me over to see his ship. And I gotta say, this ship looks absolutely insane. It looks really good. I especially like the jungle trapdoor portholes that he's got going on at the side. That is really cool. And so, after a very long time of resource gathering, several hours in fact, I finally got the materials to build the ship, and I started working on it. The most labour intensive part of this build is probably the dark oak, because I had to go and collect it all manually. We do not have a automatic dark oak farm, so that was a pain in the butt to collect. The other thing that I was going to use for this was wool for the sails, and I decided instead to go with something a little more shroomy. Seems as though this is the plutocracy of shroom. And we get absolutely ginormous quantities of warped netherwart block, and also just the crimson netherwart block. And you'll see that in this build I used red netherwart blocks for the sails, but I decided that it was a little bit too vibrant, so in the end I ended up taking some of the sails down and replacing the red with the warped netherwart blocks. You're probably wondering where I got the idea for this ship in the first place, and I remember back in the day there was this website that people used to use to upload their own Minecraft builds onto, and I saw a ship on there that was really nice. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. But I decided that I wasn't going to build that exact design. I really wanted to design a ship of my own, and I made it look quite similar, but I don't really remember how I built the last one, so I just kind of winged it. I basically built this, I got the schematic of it, and that is what I ended up building. The ship is complete, and I've decided to name her the Barrafungal, after Barrafundle Bay, which is a real place in Wales. I've been there on holiday before. It's a really nice place. Anyway, before I get distracted, I've also done the pier, and yep, this is the main deck. We have the longboat in the middle, which is over the cargo hold. Then up here we have the poop deck, and then if we go down here, then in here we have the captain's quarters. That's the officer's quarters. That's the captain's quarters, and here we have Captain Nosebeard, yar. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there is a way through to the officers there. I don't really know what he's so focused on. Oh, okay, now he's turned towards me. Alright.
Yar, splice the main brace and hoist the topsails.
Aye aye, Captain. He's a bit creepy. And down here we have the officer's mess, or kitchen, whatever you want to call it. And then down here we have the gun deck, because yes, this is a gunship. So this is where the crew would sleep. And then there's working cannons as well. They do work, but no fire charges in them because I don't want to burn stuff. So at the moment, that is practically everything we've got going up here. If we look down here, this is the cargo hold. And down here is where the rum would be stored. And not just the rum, all the stuff for general maintenance of a ship. So things like spare sails and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything we've got going on down here. I think maybe next week I might build like a pulley to pull stuff out of the cargo hold. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty cool. We'll have that going off the pier or something. And then it's full steam ahead for the maiden voyage. Well, I have got to say I'm so proud of what we have achieved this week. We've done some crazy building and all sorts of other stuff. But unfortunately, I am out of time to do any more this week, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's Phoenixcraft video. So cheers and bye-bye.